Hi, how are you? I hope you're well. Welcome to Mel's Musings. It's another lovely, calm day here in the woods. And as I pulled the inspirational card first thing this morning, dwelling in truth, so many ideas came through my mind. I just thought, wow, what truth? Whose truth? What version of the truth? And then I started getting ready to come out, and I get a little picnic together for Angel and myself, and then we come and sit and be here for a moment while I talk to you. And I looked in the mirror, and as can sometimes happen as we're getting older, you look back and you go, wow, you're getting older. And then I smiled at myself. I gave myself some lovely affirmative words. And then when I came and sat here, I realized the log I was sitting on, I looked at the rings on the edge of the log that tell its age and what's happened to it throughout its life. And I thought, yeah, there is a truth. We can't hold back time. And we seem to often get caught up in the idea that happiness is going to be a succession of only pleasurable, wonderful pursuits, and anything else just isn't acceptable. And yet the lines on us, the rings on the tree tell the story of us. Within those rings of the tree, there is the weather that it endured. Sometimes it would have been harsh and cold, other times it would have been the sun shining down, and other times the sun would have been too hot for it. And someone, an expert, would have been able to now give me the story of that tree, but I found myself linking in with it and just looking at it and feeling that. And I think we seem to not want what is life. It's all life. That we will all suffer pain. We will all suffer loss. We are all going to suffer disappointment, probably betrayal. We will all realize there's things that we can't do as well as others, but we will do our best maybe, or we may decide to give up. That we are all going to be stressed. We're all going to suffer anxiety. We may fall into very low moods. We may suffer from what's labeled as depression. And eventually we are going to pass on to whatever experience awaits us. But in the meantime, we also are able to open ourselves to the joy. Every day, small moments of joy, of happiness, of love, or we can allow those other disappointments, the pain, to shut us off to the joy, which to me does seem a bit bonkers, doesn't it? That we allow the pain to shut us off from the happiness and joy, rather than using the happiness and joy to overshadow and sometimes diminish the pain. The next card I bought, Launching Your Journey. And I thought every day we're able to envisage and see every day as a new journey to experience whatever it brings. And that may be pain, that may be sorrow, it may be discomfort, it may be disappointment. But within that we can look for those moments of joy. As I sit here listening to the birds, just looking at these tiny trees all around me, I think in the forest floor, these very tiny trees all breaking through, and it just seemed perfect to sit around all this newness of growth, all this opportunity. And that when we look at ourselves in the mirror, be happy that we are here, being able to look in the mirror, and stop trying to hide completely the passage of time. Stop being angry at the passage of time. We can do our best to keep ourselves healthy and fit, and perhaps that is part of facing the pain to bring satisfaction and joy, that our bodies can remain stronger than if we did nothing, than if we just sat on the sofa and ate lots of the wrong food. But sometimes, in the third card, healing the past, we need to accept and do some healing on that pain, on that sorrow, on those disappointments and betrayals. We need to work heavily on forgiveness, and remembering forgiveness is not about condoning behaviour, it's about freeing ourselves from the manacles of the negative thought around it, of not letting it go. Be open to new experiences, new loves, new friendships, new growth, new journeys. Because we can so often try and hide from the world using abusive techniques to ourselves, criticizing ourselves, attacking ourselves, eating the wrong things, using the wrong substances to hide, rather than maybe if we just accepted that, if we were just told that life will be hard at times, but if we can accept that it may be hard, and given techniques, we work on those techniques to then find the joy, to come out of the dark cave, look up at the sun again. Or I feel sometimes with some of these trees that I see around me where they fall, if we allow ourselves to become too rigid, too caught up in our ways, our views, our need to be right, our stubbornness, we become bitter and rigid, and as those lines form on our face, we find that we shut ourselves off from the possible joys that await us, because we didn't believe that life could be tough, and we didn't go looking enough for the joys that allow us to stay flexible and keep enjoying right to the end of wherever this journey is going to take us. So with that, let's look at the truth of whatever truth brings to you today. I send you lots of love. Be well. See you soon. Bye.